With the Tarab, we wanted to bring a lighter weight, more durable and symmetrical board to the dancing lineup. That is also great for cruising around. We're doing just about anything, maybe even just looking good. The Tarab measures at 47 inches long from tip to tail, with 2 different wheelbase options ranging from 31¼ inches to 32¼ inches. The Tarab features elliptical concave to give you plenty of leverage for carving and cruising, and centered rocker to provide a lower standing point to make it easier to push, and also give you that wonderful cradling sensation that we all know and love. We're very proud of the Tarab's construction. We've implemented things that worked well in the past and tried a couple new things. The Tarab has a vertically laminated bamboo core that provides liveliness in the board and a wonderful, even flex pattern. But with the Tarab, we decided to step away from using triaxial fiberglass and instead we're using Basalt. Basalt fabric is a structural composite made out of volcanic rock. We decided to use Basalt because 1, it's a little bit more eco-friendly than fiberglass, less toxic. It also has unique dampening properties, so it makes the board even smoother cruising along any sort of pavement quality. Rough, smooth, good, bad, volcanic. It provides a different flex characteristic than fiberglass, slightly less springy, which we felt was necessary for a board like this. And it doesn't hurt that Basalt is also lighter and has a higher strength to weight ratio than fiberglass. Seems like nothing but pluses to us. With all the crazy flipping tricks that are going on in the longboard dancing scene today, we felt that it was necessary to put urethane bumpers in the nose and tail. Bow, check out that greenness. Oreo mint all the way. We didn't feel the need to put urethane all the way around to help save on weight, so instead, along the edges of the board, we put UHMW right here. Bam. The UHMW is to help prolong the life of your concave when you're flipping your board upside down and slowly starting to shave down the shoulders. They tend to get really smooth right there. One of our favorite characteristics about the Tarab is cork. Yes, we've used cork in the Tesseract, and yes, we've used it in the Icarus. But with the Tarab, we decided to put it on top because shag carpeting wouldn't work. We noticed that a lot of people tend to take their grip tape off when longboard dancing, so we added the cork to the top to give a little bit of tackiness, so that way you can rely on the grip of your board instead of just hoping you're not gonna slip off. Not to mention the cork is also great because it helps dampen out vibrations from the road. We're always looking for that smoother ride and we're always trying to provide it for you guys, so we put some cork in here. The Tarab currently comes in 2 flexes, a Flex 1 and a Flex 2. With the Flex 1, we decided to add a bamboo veneer on top to make it more durable and a more solid feel whenever you're landing your big poppin' tricks. In the Flex 2, you're not gonna have this bamboo veneer on top, which is gonna make it a little bit lighter, but it's gonna make it flexier. And with the Tarab, we felt the need to put grab rails, so that way you can make sure you're holding onto your board when you're doing your hand flips, and we even put CNC wheel well cutouts to help ensure that your wheels will clear without the chance of getting wheel bites. These things also help make the board lighter. It's the little details, the little detail. The graphic of the Tarab is done by the one and only Will Scobie. You can find his link down below in the description. We know that we have a bunch of weird sounding names for our boards, but the Tarab is a very special, ecstatic feeling that you have when you're listening to your favorite music, which seems to work out perfectly considering that this is a dancing board. After the success of using Basalt in the Tarab, we decided to put Basalt in the new Basalt Tesseract, replacing the pre-cured fiberglass to make it a little bit more eco-friendly. And without pre-cured fiberglass, the Basalt won't be giving you those fiberglass splinters that you've probably encountered at least once before. We are stoked on Basalt because not only does it make the board overall lighter, but it helps aid in the pop by giving it this wonderful snappy sensation to it, as well as giving a very slight increase in flex, which helps aid in freestyle trickery and when you're flexing out in the streets. In case you didn't know, Basalt is made from lava rocks. That's right, you'll be riding a real, or at least a portion of a real volcano, maybe Vesuvius. What is making Basalt one of our new favorite materials is that it has dampening properties with it. It still retains that wonderful vibration dampening, which was originally applied by the cork. But now you get double vibration dampening with the cork and the Basalt. They combine to create Captain Planet. Or the Basalt Tesseract, actually. And very blatantly obvious, we also updated the graphic of the Tesseract to give you a sort of David Bowie's Labyrinth kind of feel to it. Not only that, there's 4 different flavors to choose from. Pick which one. Nude, midnight blue, mango, or pink. I like mango. Mango's my favorite one. It's got many of the features of the original Tesseract that you know and love, such as rockered platform, W concave, wheel well flares, upturned kicktails, a symmetrical shape, multiple wheelbase options. The W concave and the wheel well flares both combine to give you a perfect pocket to nestle your foot into whenever you're free riding. And the rockered platform puts you slightly lower to the ground to aid in pushing and give you a nice cradling sensation, like a banana in and a hammock. I think we said that one before. 2 wheelbase options allow you to dial in how you want your setup to feel. Do you want it to be a little bit longer and boatier? Or do you want it to be...
There's something about bombing down a hill that always seems to make the hair on the back of your neck stand up.
can take it to a level where it's not 1-9. Would you love me for myself? Now material things, forget all about my status and the cash I bring. No need for them gifts if you ain't my wife. We can take take it to a level where it's not one night. I'm like the black James Bond, smooth and calm. Get your wifey on the table, high heels in the thong. Jeff love it when you hit the club, showing you good. Sexy but independent, keep me harder than wood. Leather pants, high boots with the matching bra.